What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Dustin and I like to chase critters. I like to build stuff with my hands and my crazy mind. We do a little bit of welding. We have built this empire over the last 10 years on YouTube. Now, if there's something that you're missing in your life and you cannot find it on my channel, well, just go ahead, my friend, and comment down below and we'll try to get to it. You see, that's kind of how this works. Something comes along that is either causing me pain or keeping me from chasing critters, and well, then we wrench on it and make a little video. So whether you get inspiration or entertainment from this channel, I'd appreciate it if you go ahead and subscribe. Now, on to the video. There are tens of thousands of people across the country who have bought this Harbor Freight piece of shit. Let's not butter it up. It's junk, all right? But if you're like me, small shop, small budget, didn't want to invest hundreds of dollars in a chair, then you bought it. $59, $69, $79. And then you brought it home, and a couple hours later, if you're like me, whether it caused or just inflamed your sciatica, you come to realize that maybe your body was worth a couple hundred more bucks and not just worth the $69.95. I'd like to take a second to say hello to my buddy Randy, who perked right up when I said the word sciatica. How you doing, buddy? Appreciate all the back and forth over the years. And yeah, thank you. You know who you are. So we're going to make this thing better. I've already made it better because the original wheels on yours are going to be red and they're not going to be that big around. All right. But I'm absolutely taken back by why they are mounted here and not mounted all the way out on the very outer corners. Because every time you bump upon a piece of trash in the shop, or a piece of metal, or sometimes even metal shavings, if one wheel stops, the rest of the cart tends to keep going, and so does my large butt, and I end up on the floor. So we're going to widen the stance on this, and we're going to replace this seat, just because my butt can't take it anymore. Let's go ahead and tear this thing down and I'll show you what we've got in store. And this thing's going to suck a lot less when we get done. So we are attempting to move our location from here to here. Now, in hindsight, I probably should have went right here because I didn't take into consideration the profile of the tube. Since this isn't a mandrel bent piece, we actually cut into the inner wall, but I think it'll be just fine. It's not like it's a ladder or anything important. You know, if it breaks, it breaks. We can always come back and weld it. But yeah, get this tightened up, and that has already widened the stance by about 3 inches. Not sure that I need to do it on this end. I think we'll go ahead and leave this. Now that we've got a wider stance, we can go ahead and look and see about taking this apart. I just need to tighten up this before we continue so I don't forget it. Okay, there's that. And then these that went through the bolts to keep this from spreading, more or less. But I don't really think it needs that. It's pretty sturdy. So what are we going to use for a seat? I got on Amazon the other Harbor Freight and got myself a lawnmower seat. Now, if you are resourceful enough to find a lawnmower seat and want to save the money, okay, go ahead. But I found this one for 70 bucks, and basically this is what we're going to end up with. The Problem is, as you can see, there is pre-tapped mounting holes in the seat that did not come with hardware, and I do not have any structure underneath there to bolt it to. So now comes a little bit of thinking on what I'm going to do and what I've got laying around here to weld in there to or bolt it in place to be able to remove it if I want to. But this is going to be a lot more cushion and a lot better off. One thing we will need to watch though is center of gravity. Like, I don't want this too far back, because if you sit on it and actually want to lean and stretch out a little bit, you get your weight over this back wheel and then she could tip back on you. That's not going to be good. Okay, current situation. Here's what we had on hand. I found a piece of 1/8 inch thick flat bar, which is awesome. Wish I had more of it, but I didn't. And a piece of 1.25 inch angle. So I think what's going to happen, the way these holes lined up and measured out, that we're going to hang our angle off the front here and then see where the rest of it lines up. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I think that's me right there. Like, not a lot can go wrong, right? I like it. So, yeah, we are gonna get the welder out here. Don't have a hell of a lot to weld to right there. Okay, so the other way we can do it, and like, we'll get this plate all along, plenty to weld to, and then this would be enough to weld across there. And that kind of, like, I don't know if that's too far back over the wheel. Definitely give me more leaning forward there ability. Problem is with the chair or the seat, there's only so many holes underneath there, and at this current juncture I'm not getting out the riv nuts to make it the way I want it. So if I want to lean back very much, then I'm getting back, I don't know, might have to tack it in place and sit on it and see. Let's see. Roll around there a little bit. Oops. Yeah, you can't lean back in it. That sucks. Well, we might put some outriggers on it or extend the back wheels a little bit. Well, may not be the prettiest thing, but my plastic was getting hot here. I'm not worried about how this looks. If you want to, you know, trim the edges and paint it and make it all pretty, that's fine. But the important thing is we made this twice as strong and twice as sturdy by moving the wheels out. Let's get the seat on here and take her for a spin. Well, still sits level. Yep. How about leaning back now? Oh yeah, we can lean way back now. Well, our outriggers might not look pretty, but I'll tell you one thing, they are definitely functional. So with our stool here, you can see our back wheels we moved out 5 inches, and then our front wheels we moved up 3. So we almost doubled the footprint on this thing. Definitely doubled the butt space. But yeah, a lot more sturdy now, front and back. We were able to save our plastic tray there. So, long story short, we doubled the footprint on this and doubled the real estate that you can sit on. Not only that, we can move around. I couldn't do this before. Like, I seriously couldn't. I couldn't lean back. I couldn't, like, it was sketch. It really was. So, price-wise, what'd we spend? The wheels I had laying around. The scrap steel I had laying around. The bolts I had laying around. The seat, $70. Okay. Now the wheels, you could probably find a 4-pack of those wheels that are, threaded like mine are for like $20 or so on Amazon. You really probably can. We went from like an 1.5-inch wheel up to a 2.5-inch wheel. Yeah. So it's an hour project. But if you want to spend extra time, if you want to make everything pretty and everything painted for that matter, because I ain't even going to paint this. I don't care. Go ahead. The video is about seeing something that is a piece of crap that you fight and you feel bad about every time you go to get it out. You're like, man, this piece of crap. Man, I wish I had something better. Man, I wish you can buy something better. If you're that guy, go ahead. You probably watched this video anyway. But if you're me, I'm going to look at it and I'm going to say, what's it going to take to make that an asset to me and to my shop? That's what the video is about. It's not about making it beautiful and, putting a showroom paint on it and TIG welding everything and, making pretty pictures for Instagram. And no, it's about taking a piece of crap, making it better, so now it's an asset. That's what it's all about. So, if you can't weld, well, don't worry, I can't either. Just ask all my haters. But, seriously, buy yourself tools. All these little projects, every time you get into a project, buy yourself a tool. Okay? Sooner or later, you'll have a shop full of tools. Not only that, you'll have lots of tools in your belt that you can say, okay, I have the capacity to make this great. Do I want to spend an hour on it and make it better than it was? Or do I want to spend 3 hours on it and make it exceptional? And when you get to that point in life, well, everything is just a little bit easier. So, if you haven't already, please subscribe on your way out. Here are some other videos that I've done that you might be interested in. There's a subscribe box right up there. So y'all stay safe, shoot straight, shoot off, and don't forget to wear the personal flotation devices. And we'll see you on the next one.